It's Thursday, meaning it's time for Deviant Paradox, a City of Mist campaign. Let's start with the introductions of our players, starting with Mudkip.
Hello, I'm known as Mudkip over on the Discord, and on Thursday nights I am playing Grant Everfull, the a person who seems to be able to find things in a library for some reason. That's just how this rolls have gone so far. That means I'm not going to find anything today, but that's a different issue. The other night that I'm here is on Saturday nights playing Dr. James Aname, and on that we should be back this week, and we're going to be doing things and building an entire sector, which is kind of like a small solar system. So come join us and help us with putting that together. But, tonight we are figuring out what happens, well, I guess the night after we hear crying outside. And I'm going to toss it over to Bison.
That's me. Hi. I am Bison underscore Stonefist. I'm a regular on this channel. You can catch me here 4 nights a week. Tonight I am playing Garrett Sakes, our everyone's favorite emo kid. On Saturdays, I am also in the Starsworn game. I play Calvin Scooter Hobbs, our totally legitimate pilot. On Sundays, I play Gav the Grin on our 7th Sea campaign, Shadow of the Vokterm. He is our back alley Batman. And on Tuesdays, I am the schmuck that runs our Cyberpunk Red game. It's called Carnage Heights, and it's an absolute riot. On to Fox.
Hi, everyone. I'm Rock Paper Fox, also known as Fox. And yeah, I am an illustrator, designer, and live streamer. You can find me on my work on Mondays and Fridays, but you can find me here. Haha, you found me on Thursdays. And here I am playing Artie, who is going through a bit of a time right now. So let's go ahead and throw this on to Scarred.
Literally thought it was going to be me. So hello, I am the Scarred Adventurer. You found me here today on Thursday. Normally you'll see me also here on Tuesdays playing Red Death, Overkill Incarnate. But today on this Thursday and on Thursdays to come, I will be playing War and Madness Descending Upon Everything, Lang. I mean, we're all mad here. Come on. But still, and on Sundays you will find me playing Arthur Wolf. Wow, he's doing some terrible. He's having a bad time in his own brain. But yeah, with that, otherwise you'll find me working with the wonderful Tango Productions to bring stuff eventually. There's stuff coming eventually, but that's always going to be the eventually is the key word. It's such a long process eventually. Come on. Links are already in the chat, and they will be found somewhere else if you want to check out some of the cool stuff Tango Productions has done with and without me, mostly without me. They're still awesome. Anyways, I'm going to quickly throw this. I missed some of that. Yes. I am the Scarred, you can't rush art adventurer. Anyways, we're going to throw this over to Solar Dasher.
Solar Dasher here. Tonight I'll be playing Hikaru Shibata, who has one hell of an actual temper, and it's probably going to show up a lot tonight, especially after the day I've had. But otherwise, you can try and find me on my channel, which I sometimes stream on. Let's see how that works out, especially with how this week has been going. It's just, I'm ready for tonight though, so let's go ahead and okay, Mudkip.
It's okay. I'll just go throw it at I'll go throw it at Ren.
Thanks.
Yeah, you're it. Hi, I'm Anna Maria Salvaggio, otherwise known as Renmelian everywhere online, which is short for the Renaissance Chameleon. I play Thursday nights here as Professor Jessa Morai. And it's been rather interesting lately. We tattoos coming alive, and I have a motorcycle with things chasing it as of last week, and I couldn't be here last week. So I am diving in headfirst tonight, and this is something that I look forward to every week. So Here we go. And
That's
Garrett.
everybody. That's
Oh,
everybody.
that is everybody. Wait a minute.
I thought I was the
Boss
only one who
lady.
said that. Oh my gosh.
Nope. Okay. And our producer tonight is the wonderful Gloriosa. I want to say thank you to her again for agreeing to do what we all lovingly call the cursed night of the week.
Hmm.
You lovingly call it that. We just call it Thursday.
It's the cursed night of the week. Also, I am giving this extra warning at the beginning of our sessions. This story is about subjects that we at Dirty 20 Gaming don't normally head into. References of torture, manipulation, and other much darker subjects are a possibility. My players and producer all have an X card that they can use at any time. I'm not asking you not to watch our show, but to please take care of yourself. Thank you for listening to this extra bit of warning. And our VGT is for Roll20, art is from Hero Forge. Headed in. And we are actually jumping back to the night that you guys first saw these things. Where Professor Morai, you see these things show up with their the face that looks like, best way I can describe is the old Walmart smiley face. If you know,
Stuff
you
of
know. I am
nightmares.
absolutely teaching myself with that image.
Stuff of nightmares.
Yes. And their coiled arms. You said that you jump on your bike.
Yes. I am pulling as many away as will go away is what I did. So
As it roars to life, you notice one looks at it, and then you see from behind a building where it's climbed on a second one that gives chase.
well, that's two they won't have to deal with. So I'm heading out.
As you do, Warren. Soren sees what this is. Before you even have a choice, he slammed the door in your face.
I'm upset. I'm also upset that I can't seem to find the door anymore as soon as he's done this.
It's not just that you can't find it, it keeps moving from where you think it should be.
Man, that's even worse. Soren, we have to go out
There's
and
at one
help them.
point that I was going to
Have
say
you
there's
thought
at one
about-
point where you think you found it, and you open it, and it's a broom closet that just kind of falls on you.
Fantastic.
We don't even have a broom closet.
Yeah, that's the worst part. I keep my broom in the corner over there. Like, whose broom closet was this, and whose house did I just break into? I'm certain as I run around, I open another door, only to find myself walking back into the same room I just thought I'd exited from.
At least 3 times.
And I'm kind of going, Soren, we need to help them. Like, what? Like, I don't know what we can do, but like maybe we can talk to them and see if we can get the situation to be
No,
drawn out.
no, 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 no. That's all he says to you for hours is no.
Well, we have to think about the ethical
And he says it in
ramifications of
different-
doing the right thing. Like, we can't just be doing the. I
No.
mean, come on,
No,
Soren, you're literally
No.
named after Kierkegaard. We
Don't wanna
must
mess
take
with
this
those
leap
things.
of faith, leap into faith to help our people.
and I have made my decision. I don't like those things. No.
I'm getting dry food again.
Damn it! Cutting over back to Moron. As you race through the city to get back to the lake, these things are keeping pace with you. Doesn't matter how fast you go, they are keeping pace until you get to the water. They won't go over the bridge. They refuse to cross the water.
Uh,
Well, that's good.
Even if they're vampires.
Now I wish I could go back and get everybody and bring them back. But I don't want to leave them
But they're standing there
roaming around
waiting
either.
for you to come back.
Yeah. I have being of witchy mind. I have some safeguards in the house, but I don't know that they're going to translate outside. And my tattoos are itching again, and I feel like I need the broom. I have a broom over my mantle that was passed down through the matriarchal line of my family that I got from my grandmother, and they're Slavic descent. So it's calling to me, so I'm going to go grab the broom. I don't know why yet.
Okay. And as you do, and tell me if I'm wrong, it can help, effectively it lets you fly, right? Is my understanding.
Yes, but it's not something I publicize out in the real world. I maybe have taken a spin or two around in the forest.
This time when you go to touch the broom, and this is why you miss the next day of school, without warning, it takes you up.
So I essentially just
And now
basically slammed into the roof.
No. Like, it takes you out of the house and up.
Okay.
So now you can see Pueblo de Bonito.
Yay! I made the mistake of looking at chat.
Yes, our producer finally got her uppies.
Uppies?
Yes, you finally got your uppies. To where it actually shows you a kind of view of the map. Except this time, you can see all of these things. They're like lights for you.
All of these things? As in like these smileys, and there's multiples?
Oh, yes.
How many multiples?
A lot.
Great. Plan B.
You can see about 30 to 40 total lights pop up across the map.
Please tell me these are like bound to the ground.
They can go very high, but they cannot reach where you are.
Okay, good.
That makes sense.
I'm wondering now if I can like extricate people. It'd probably be a 1-by-1 situation.
Would have to be yes.
Okay.
So
Strega Nona to the rescue.
well, don't worry, they're already all in one place for you.
Yeah.
As I feel like Artie would somehow get you the message of, hey, we're all staying at Norris. You're welcome to join us. With another one, with an extra line that says, do not go to sleep.
Okay. I'm gonna say that I circled around, grabbed a rabbit, grab something to keep me awake, and I'm gonna go back and try and extricate people. I'll text Artie back. Well, I can't text her. I forgot. We had pagers. We had pagers. We had
Would Artie
pagers.
have a pager that was a student?
As a student librarian, yes.
So Artie paged me, got me a message, and I'm gonna page her back that I'm coming to snag everybody to the cabin because they can't cross water. Only shorthand version.
Yeah.
Because I lived through that time period. I had a pager. I probably still have it in a box.
She would also have one because of her job too. So
Yeah.
Garrett, Grant, Hikaru, and Warren. Or actually, Artie, not Warren. Sorry. Y'all! Can I not even watch our private chat now? I know that joke though. As you guys are kind of getting comfortable-ish, something strange happens to Nora. And she just goes, nope, never mind. Sorry. Nope, no, 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 no. And kind of just pushes you guys out.
Nora, what the fuck?
And she can't even look at you at the moment. She's like, I'll explain later. Sorry, bye.
You explain. Fuck.
Oh, nice.
It
Sacrificing
probably-
us to the crying thing. Lovely.
It probably has to
Right.
do with the book.
Oh, what?
Do you think? Do we see Warren's room door open?
There's a little aha you hear from upstairs as the door finally opens. I found it!
Okay, guess we're going to Warren's.
Seems that way.
Isn't it the next building over?
No, it's up.
No.
It's
Yeah.
next floor up.
Oh, it's upstairs. Warren? Just run.
Everybody just runs for Warren's door now.
Just run.
Garrett walks.
Did we bring the snacks?
You guys could have brought some of this. I'll say
Warren
she
has
threw
snacks
out
too. I don't know what kind of snacks you
Yep,
want,
yeah.
but Warren has
Also run
snacks.
and everything.
Yeah, Garrett's taking his time because he's loaded down with snacks and a flat of Jolt coffee cola.
I just
And
go over and
batteries.
grab grab
batteries.
some of it with my bags and stuff and just help
Yeah.
you out.
Thanks.
It
This
took
is
me
really
fucking
heavy.
hours to find this.
Hey, you're right.
Yes, apparently. My cat's an asshole, but that's not new.
Well,
You
that's
also
not
missed a day.
No, it's been a day.
Oh, okay, that took me much more than hours. Also, at one point, I opened a broom closet. This weird Slavic-looking broom kind of hit me in the head. I put it back in the closet and I closed the door. It's fine. Everything's fine. But I don't. It's confusing.
Okay, can we go into your place where it's safer than out here?
This
Yeah. Wait, did I miss my classes?
Yes.
Yes.
Totally missed your classes.
Mm-hmm.
all of them.
Oh
The
shit.
psych prof
This is
was
the
not
next night.
happy.
This is the next
Hi.
evening.
Oh god.
Yeah.
This is literally Warren is now taking a point of crack into his I was too late for I can't be late again for missing his classes.
I forgot.
Please.
If it makes you feel any better, more I wasn't that either. But can we please go inside? And I'm assuming that's when we start to hear a scream.
That will be when you hear the Mijos, mijos, donde
Inside,
estamos,
inside.
Yeah, go in. I don't there's a thing scream. Why are you guys worrying so much so quickly?
Because there's a
Yes,
thing
Warren, you
screaming.
Can't
Push
sleep,
this
cannons
in.
eat us.
I got the can't sleep part. Sure, I've got enough caffeine in this house to murder a horse several times over.
2 horses now.
Mm.
Starts putting the Jolt colas in the fridge.
Fantastic. Um, that's great. Yeah,
So can we come in, please?
yeah. No, I thought you guys already pushed your way. No, okay, no,
Yeah,
I'm,
okay.
I'm
We
tired,
had
man.
forcefully asked for permission, but not force ourselves in.
Just
No, you can ask for permission retroactively. It's fine.
yeah.
Just come in.
I'm assuming Soren's there, just looking annoyed.
Soren's there over his bowl eating dry food, like in protest.
Don't you usually give
Butthole
him...
on full display.
Very
Aimed at
angry.
Warren.
Yes.
Soren, you okay, buddy?
No.
Disdain.
Look, he kept me from helping you, so he gets dry food for the next 2 days.
Oh.
I protected him. And he gives me dry food.
Can
And
we
sacrifice
all
the rest
hear
of us who
Soren
tried to
now?
get in, you little
Yes.
shit.
Everyone can hear Soren talk.
And
Still
Say
weird.
that again, Artie?
Close
she
enough.
goes, and left the rest of us to fend for ourselves out in the middle of that, you little shit.
He was inside. You were outside. I made a calculated decision.
We were all trying to come inside
You
if you
don't
left the
have
door open for less
thumbs.
than a
You're
few
terrible at math.
And then he hid the door.
I did hide the
Oh.
door very well.
That's terrifying.
Wait, you want to know how? Oh,
Yes.
No.
Can I show them?
oh, Warren snaps his own fingers and does it.
Huh.
Who's going to investigate the door?
I mean, I did want to know how, so I'm going to go investigate the door.
Do I have to roll a change the game, by the way?
Yes, please.
Okay.
And the other is investigate.
I'm just
We'll
looking
see.
for. Is there anything else I can use for tags? And I can't. I can only use these 3. Great.
I don't
10.
realize.
All right. What does Grant get?
One. I think I only have 3 for this one. Investigate. For an 8.
Oh no. Okay.
I mean, they're up to you, but I'm pretty sure they're just fuzzy because my reality is not the same as his.
Your reality now has changed, Grant. You go to open the door, you walk through, and you're walking back into the same room that you just came into.
Okay.
Is that what it looked like when I did the shadow thing? Just in and then back out? Because that was weird.
So it would not be. Yeah, no, I'm putting away chat again. I can't trust you guys.
Ah, yes, breasts.
Oh.
Forever hilarious.
So no.
What?
What everyone else sees Grant do is he opens the door. It looks almost like a hallway-ish that you see Grant walk into. And then somehow he walks back towards you.
Yep, still weird.
So, for the record, so you are aware of what I've just done. You're now in my reality.
Oh, great.
Or rather, you're peering into my reality, but it is affecting your own viewpoint of reality. And thus, because of our realities not being synced,
So Dionysian madness.
crazier. But yeah.
Great. All right.
But this is a question, out of character. Can they still hear the screaming when they are viewing through my reality, not their own?
No.
Great.
So should I send you guys back, or like, what do you want?
I would rather be here, please.
Professor Morai. I think this is when you come back to the group. When you go to Nora's door, it's locked. And you can hear some ungodly noises coming from in there.
Is it a tall building? Is there like
There's about 3 stories.
a roof?
One is
Can
on
I
the
get to the
second.
rooftop?
Yes.
I'll page Artie and tell her to get everybody to the rooftop. Although if Artie is in the other reality, then she's not going to get the pager message, is she?
It's going to come through as convoluted. So think
It's just
instead of coming through word,
80085.
it was this emojis. So like up, building, broom.
That's
Upbeat.
we're a little early for emojis still.
That's the
Yeah.
point.
Guys,
Oh,
You're
it
in a different reality.
who set the pager to wingdings?
Effectively.
Big bats.
Anyway, just looks at it, goes, guys, we have a situation.
Well,
And I
We've
know
been
who
in a
it's
situation.
from, right? I know who it is from, correct?
Still recognize the number.
I'm too young for pagers, so showing my age here. Fuck off. Anyway,
It's okay. I've never actually used a pager. I've only seen them.
She's
was
seen
not too
my
old
old.
for a
She's seen my
landline.
old one. She's seen
Not
my
too
old one.
old.
She's just never seen.
Was
What
not
you
too old for
get-
landline.
landlines
What
give me
you
panic
get
attacks.
is the phone number
Yep.
and then a short message, which is
Mhm.
I think you had to enter in by touchpad or TTP.
Oh yeah, and I just
It
dropped
was
them
kind
out
of the
nowhere.
one I had. You
111
had to
or
like
not
scroll
111.
through on each
You'll
number
explain
and
that later.
letter.
Oh, I did that with my grandmother's phone back in the early thousands. Okay. Anyway, just goes, we have a problem.
That pretty
Morai
much would be
just-
roof, broom.
We should go to the roof. I just got a message from Morai. Morai's classes were cancelled today. And this is the first I've heard of her. I think we should go check and make sure she's all right.
you got a message?
Yes.
I mean, you could try to message them to come down here. I mean,
I'll try. I'm just gonna put at Warren's come. Or just like come to
For
Warren's.
you, Artie,
Yes.
you get the @ signal, and it looks like the Cheshire Cat to you. Like just the face.
Yep, I'm just guessing that. Just put at
Professor
Warren's
Morai. It shows up to you at Warren's apartment with the number.
Okay. So I will head that way then.
Worst phone tag ever.
Yeah. I was gonna say this sounds like telephone game gone wrong.
Welcome to the 90s, folks.
80s, 90s, yeah.
I was alive for like one of those years. That doesn't work for me.
I was alive for none.
Anywho,
Well, I
So
head to Warren's.
Yeah.
I'll just say
it doesn't take you long.
I'll text her again and say broom one at a time. And then I'll
Okay.
send another one that says can't cross water.
You could also say this while, hello, Professor.
No. Or I can just say it in
into the
person.
building.
Hello. I can take one of you at a time. They can't cross water. Let's go to the cabin.
Or do they refuse to cross water?
You just
Or they
drive.
refuse to cross water. They aren't crossing water, so
Can we
Does
just
Are those
drive?
things are still
Literally.
are those things still
Hey,
out there?
Yes,
guys,
they are.
guys, does she even find us in the apartment?
True. I don't know,
oh,
Warren.
that's right. If I'm
Oh yeah, Warren.
right. Well, Warren's
I
just
You're
ahead of
I'm
me, so I'm
oh no,
assuming.
I am being you are peering through my reality. You are not in my reality.
Okay.
Okay.
So what does it look like to Morai?
So it's like a bunch of people who are super high going like, the doors aren't where they're supposed to be. Just like in the middle of the living room.
Yeah. That's the effect that you all have.
So they're basically all wearing like the Oculus and doing this number without the Oculus.
I can't
Yeah.
find the door. I can't find the door.
This cat is
I've
so
been-
fluffy, just petting one of the couch cushions.
I've been that high. It is exactly that.
I've seen people
lost.
that high, yes.
I've been that tired.
So Warren also can see kind of like you're peering through his reality, but at the same time he's seeing this a bit as well. Because
Yes.
he's just having the time of his life and he's taking notes.
I feel like
Mhm.
Artie's not doing that as much and is just petting Soren.
It's
I
a
feel like
very
Artie
nice
is
couch
just
cushion
like-
you're touching.
What?
While Warren is angrily eating his food in the corner.
You have a pillow cushion. Sorry. Soren is still mad.
Soren!
Garrett has plugged his headphones into a Jolt Cola and is trying to drink his Walkman.
Perfect.
Without
Beautiful.
electrocuting himself.
So they were complaining about some screaming earlier, Professor, but they're not complaining about it now. So I don't know what's going on with this. I mean, I could just leave him like this.
Can I roll to try to actually see through this?
Let's get one at a time. I'll shuttle y'all back forth to the cabin.
Face danger. Yes.
Who's going first? Warren, since this is your reality, I would probably take
No,
you
no,
last. So you
I
can
don't-
make sure everybody
don't
else
know
is
that.
okay.
Grant and Hikaru, what do you look like in reality?
But what are we doing? Or
What do you think you're doing? What are you actually doing?
I mean, realistically, I'm still trying to try to glean any understanding out of the weird walls of this place. So I'm just probably just going around the room, like putting my hand on every single wall, every single object that is on the wall is getting touched. And this probably like his seventh lap around the room.
So there's fingerprints everywhere.
Hikaru,
Taste the
this was
music.
not part of the plan. It's not in my notes.
If this one you said you like it's on drugs, right?
Yes. It's you are doing one thing, but in reality something else is occurring.
He's probably just standing there trying to figure out why he's feeling so weird and just like, what in the hell is going on here? Some crazy stuff. No fire involved yet. Just
They're watching the pretty lights go by.
I hit the wrong button. I accidentally hit convince. That was a miss on the face danger.
All I can imagine is Hikaru going, my hands are so big. Whoa! Sorry.
trippy in, and
Yeah.
like I would imagine he's probably seeing, visions of fire all over the place.
So
Kind of like in his mind, he sees like the fire around him, but just him. No, it's not affecting anything.
Okay. I am going to use both of these. So Artie, you are you're like, no, I'm better than this. Like, I got this. Like, I can handle something like this. And then when you realize that the thing in your arm hasn't been breathing for the past 5 minutes.
Soren? Buddy? Oh no. Soren? It's just like,
And you just hear from across the room. Yeah, as Soren sees this, he gets you out of it. And only you.
Oh, hi, buddy. Oh, fuck's sake. I just go. I just like pick up Soren and just hold him and go, hi. Don't do that to me again, please.
I filled up half a notebook.
Am I just seeing this in the corner?
Yeah. You see Warren, what he's actually doing is taking notes.
Are you fucking kidding
and
me?
you can see everyone
my
else
thesis
like
is complicated.
freaking out.
I'm just watching, I'm assuming the chaos of everyone just acting as if they are drugged off their asses.
Yes.
Garrett's like,
Except
this
for
song
me,
tastes
who's
like
trying to
shit.
get people on the broom.
Yeah, except for Morai, who is just standing there watching you guys.
Oh, hello, Professor. I'm just saying they're just petting the cat.
Yes, now you're petting a cat. Before she saw you petting a cushion.
I almost looked you died.
And in private chat, Bison said something about cat pillow resuscitation, and I was thinking that at the same time. It's like, please tell me that she's gonna start doing resuscitation on the pillow.
Y'all are assholes.
There's just a wet spot from where she tried to do the breath of life.
There is CPR for cats.
There is, and I hate y'all right now.
Long story short, for everyone who's been here, cats are fine. No animals are being harmed.
No
We're
animals
good.
harmed.
Just
except for my throw pillows, but whatever.
They're just very high at the moment.
So who do you try to snap out
everyone,
first?
no, just petting him.
Yeah, are you gonna help anybody else get out of this mess?
Can I just like lightly just smack Garrett on top of the head? See if it breaks him out of it.
Roll face danger. No.
Is it hit with all you got?
Go toe to toe.
Go toe to toe.
Go toe to toe.
It's a 9. Which I don't know why it has the power.
Garrett, are you trying to get out of this or
not? Garrett's honestly just vibing. He's waiting for things to calm down enough that he can actually start working on his term paper.
Yeah. You get bopped on the head and come back to reality.
What the fuck, Artie? Why am I on the floor? I was in the kitchen.
Welcome back to reality, my friend.
Pulls the headphone jack out of the Jolt Cola.
We're going to need to get you a new pair. Probably.
No, I just need to stick it in rice for a bit.
Oh,
I've got a spare pair, it's fine. And he pulls out.
I don't even think you need to do that much. You just need to wipe off the auxiliary.
That's right. It's not it's just the headphone jack. Yeah, he'll just wipe it off and put it in properly. I am not drinking this one. He's just like, I'm not drinking this one. I know where that headphone jack has been.
Warren does take it and puts it in the sink so it doesn't make a huge mess around his floor.
All right, one moment. And I just go ahead and just basically like flick Grant on the nose.
I'm surprised you didn't just try to trip him. He probably would have fallen over.
Yeah.
Nah.
All right. Go toe to toe.
Not that mean. That's a 7.
You get him well enough. He comes back.
Snap out of it.
Grant,
Okay.
Does your mythos get affected by being attacked?
Oh shit!
Jason
I mean,
won't.
I just
oh,
flicked him on the nose. Damn it!
you did. But it's also a very unexpected unexpected stimulus to somebody who's I
Then I
don't
know their mythos.
I know he would attempt to swing.
Oh, we're gonna have a
I
problem.
don't want it to be a I don't think it's a hit it with all you got because I think Artie would be slightly expecting it after the night before.
No, she actually wouldn't.
So I think it's more of a toe to toe kind of thing.
Okay, roll me toe to toe, both of you.
Oh shit!
You
Artie's
don't want
not
to go stick with
expecting
the
this.
7?
That's why.
The 7 was her last one.
Yeah. Okay, so we got an 8 from Artie.
My prop, so I can pretend.
We're at 12. Oh, God.
Oh no.
Artie, I'm sorry. Grant, you don't pull out the sword.
Okay, good.
But before you have control of yourself, something takes control. You swing, and thankfully, it is just in the stomach. So it blows
Okay.
the wind out of you, Artie. But Grant, you come back to Artie full in shock.
And I'm assuming I'm just like, what the hell, Grant?
What's worse too is he's like doing the concerned "Are you all right?" thing. Like he's not really even sure what just happened there.
I'm not
Yeah,
all
he
right,
didn't know.
you fucker. Oh, but bloody hell, why?
Okay, your wind in my hand hurts. I'm guessing I hit you.
You sure did.
Yeah, everyone saw it too. It was. Yeah.
You hit her like she owed you money, Grant.
I wasn't entirely here.
I haven't gotten hit that hard since sports boxing practice. Bloody hell. Ah.
You probably wouldn't be able to like talk at all right now.
Yeah,
It just squeaks.
this would be after. This,
Oh, and Warren is frantically making notes at this point. She's like, "Oh, that person just got." They came out of it, but absolutely.
I'm shocked that Warren's not getting
destroyed
pissed
somebody.
off because Artie just got socked in the gut.
Science.
Look, Warren is not as angry as he could be. He also goes, I understand what happened.
Hmm.
Please refrain from hitting each other. But also, great data.
I do find myself a little more physically defensive since the night at the tree. Clearly. So we should probably be very careful with the cars so we don't burn the place down.
I would appreciate that. Yeah.
Is there anything
Speaking
you
of,
could- Okay.
And you all are out of it.
Just carefully pick sword.
You
back
could have led.
I don't know
with
why you
that.
asked. I don't know why you didn't ask and you decided to.
I'm sorry, I was a bit focused. And at least now I know I can break them out of it if in case you lose control.
I mean, you can. Let's see.
Buddy,
I don't know how deep the rabbit hole goes.
none of us do. Alright.
We go.
I'm just like, I'm sorry, Soren, I didn't mean to drop you. I'm so sorry.
Just immediate like first they were already upset, and now they're just like, this day sucks. I'm
going
gonna
back
go
to my
lay
food.
down.
Fine.
And
Soren,
so they
come
like
here.
up out of your
Soren-
arm,
Flips him and
go
holds
lay
him like
down.
a baby.
Soren, come here. I'll make you some tea. Some of the nice catnip stuff.
Okay,
I'm
I'll have the
that's-
catnip.
Yeah, I'm assuming that's when he gets out of my arms.
Oh yeah.
The call of drugs is a strong call. Tuesday's players know this best than anyone.
Tuesday's watches know this better than anyone.
Catch up on Carnage Heights if you want to know how exactly how on the nose that joke is.
Oh god. Professor Morai, they are all back. Hikaru, the room is no longer on fire. You are back in Warren's living room.
I need you all. I can take one person at a time. 2 smileys followed me. Won't cross water.
Say their name.
We need to go to the cabin.
She doesn't know their name.
She doesn't know their name. I just
There's
go
a
ahead.
name?
Don't worry.
Nope,
about
don't worry about it.
There's a name. Don't worry about
Don't
it.
worry about it.
I'm gonna touch the tattoo and see how far away they are, and if they are toward her place, kind of thing, or is it just we know the distance, we don't know where?
Know the distance of the closest one.
There's 2 out my way by the bridge, but they won't cross the bridge.
Were they there the next
You
morning?
know that
They're there when I left.
Mm.
And there's a ton of them everywhere.
Oh god. So we can't just pile everyone into Betty and take them.
No, I can take one at a time on the broom. It doesn't take that long.
Everyone get your effects.
Artie, Hikaru, Grant, and Garrett. You're here wailing again.
We need to do this quickly. We have problems.
Scary bitch is back.
Who's going first?
Please. Get me out of here.
I'm gonna grab Garrett, throw him on the back of the broom. I hope you're not as scared of heights. Hold on, close your eyes. And I'm just gonna take him back to the cabin, drop him off, tell him not to leave, stay inside. You'll be protected. Because I have wards all over the house and in the yard. And the yard seems to be protecting itself lately.
Okay.
Professor Morai, describe your home to us, as this is the first time we are seeing it.
Ooh. So I have a nice little acre of land with a house in the middle of it. It's in the middle of the forest. We're not too far from the lake, but it's not right on the lake's edge. There's a little bit of distance between me and the lake. But it's an easy walk to get there. Preferred it because no mosquitoes from the lake. So partial wraparound porch, an old outhouse that got converted to completely converted, so it's no longer a hole in the ground or anything, and she uses it for like a little gardening shed. There's a gardening outside. Occasionally there's chicken feathers out in the yard, but no chickens. There is it's timber frame, but she's also added kind of a like Slavic patterns and sigils and different things. She is witchy, so there's dried herbs hanging inside. There's art that she's done. There's what looks like the makings of a computer, but it's a bunch of parts and everything on a table with one of those overhead lamp kind of things. There's a fireplace. There is a cauldron kettle hanging in the fireplace. Big mantle, family photos, and what looks like where there used to be something hanging, which is now the broom she's on. And she's 6 foot, and the broom, comes up to her to here, so it's pretty tall. Very cozy, very witchy, very cottagecore kind of thing, only more on the punker side than because she's got a motorcycle and she's knows how to work on it, and it's definitely okay, Kyle. And can't look at chat anymore. Fox, you're not helping. But it's kind of cabin in the woods, very, homey vibe, but not. It's comfortable and cozy, and Garrett would probably love curling up on the couch under the window and just vegging out. So she would tell him to get cozy, and I'll be back with somebody else in a minute.
Just for Professor Morai, this is the first time you've seen Garrett smile.
Oh,
He's got this little warm, like just kind of just peeking out from under his bangs. He's just like, I'll wait for everybody else over here.
you want me to leave the rabbit with you?
It's
He's
okay.
very
I like
sweet.
to be alone.
Okay. So it's going to be a very safe haven feeling place. She's got wards not only around the house and in the house, but it's the whole yard, the whole acreage. Anything that's hers is protected.
As you leave to go grab somebody else, you can hear that Garrett's cranked up the volume on his headphones and has taken them off, and you can hear These Eyes by the Guess Who.
More I would approve. So I head back and go pick up somebody else.
Okay. So I'm going to cut back to the other group. What if have you guys kind of created an order of who's going next?
So
Warren is the only person that doesn't hear the screaming, is probably going to go last.
do you want me to take someone with? I have my backpack.
No, he's good with me.
You sure?
I mean, look at him right now. Soren is just like laid out, splayed out just everywhere. It's kind of the worlds I see. Amazing.
Go over and give him belly scritches.
Oh, yeah, that's the good stuff. Here, for your troubles. Just like hands you a $5 bill. Out of nowhere. But there's not a president's face on it. There's like famous cats throughout history. This is not real legal tender.
This comes from a
Monopoly money.
and you can tell it comes from a different reality.
Monopoly
Where
money.
cats were clearly the president.
You go ahead and keep it, buddy. You need it.
No. I insist. There you go.
I would say I come back and probably ask if Grant wants to go next, because Grant is the one closest to Garrett.
Okay. I was just
So
otherwise
Garrett
just kind
feels
of
comfortable.
taking notes on the situation, including the handing of tender by Soren.
Or whoever wants
And
to
why
go
did
next.
Soren-
We gotta go. Let's go. Pack it up. So are you going?
Everybody's gonna fight. I'll just go next.
Okay, cool.
Okay, I take Hikaru, head back to the cabin,
DM, I
give her
have
the
an
same
idea.
spiel, give him the same spiel, basically. Hold on, close your eyes if you have a problem with heights. If you do look down, they probably will see all of what I saw. And that
actually,
they're stopped at the bridge, hopefully.
so during this trip pack, yes, you saw the lights. Hikaru doesn't see it.
Okay.
And they're not there right now. You don't see them.
I'm not gonna say anything to Hikaru then.
What Hikaru sees, or doesn't see actually, does not see the smile men. What you hear is the wailing.
Is it only
But you-
near the lake?
Predominantly coming from the lake.
I have a chill go down my spine because I think I know what it is or who it is. Or it makes me think of.
Thing is, though, you don't hear it.
Okay. So Hikaru does.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hikaru, do you say
and I
anything
just-
to me about it?
Well, you'll probably feel him wrap his arms around you and just bury his face into your back to try and just like drown it out. And if you ask him about it, he'll tell you what he's heard.
And you can hear it now?
Yes.
And I would probably ask him to describe what the sound sounds like and ask if it's louder as we get closer to the water.
Would it be louder as we get closer to the water?
Yes, it would.
So
Okay.
he will repeat what the voice is saying, and he will state that it's getting louder the closer that we get to the water.
Okay.
What you do?
I'm going to keep my thoughts to myself as what I think it is.
Mhm.
Because I don't want somebody freaking off my room.
Yeah,
So
he's not gonna freak out, but he's definitely going to be like,
well, you'll be safe at my place. I'm
good.
far enough from the water that hopefully you won't hear it, but I can put a dampener up if I need to before I leave again.
Not a problem.
So I get you to the cabin, you see what I described, and Garrett's jamming out to some tunes in the house, and I am gonna give you the quick rundown where the bathroom is, that kind of thing, and then I'm gonna head out and go get somebody else.
The second that Hikaru enters the cabin, Garrett turns his music down and puts his headphones back on.
And actually outside, I'm gonna step out. When I step out on the porch to leave,
Mhm.
I'm gonna put a dampener around the property.
Okay.
So, and she envisions it as a small, tiny sphere. So it's not just a dome, it's a sphere. So it goes down into the ground and around the property
Mhm.
to dampen the sound. And then head back and grab somebody else.
Okay. I think it's Grant, Artie, and Warren left, right?
Soaring counts.
Soren's a cat who can jump between dimensions. I think he'll be fine.
Oh yeah.
Who
It's
is
just the
going
three
next?
of us.
Who's going next?
Artie and Grant can both hear the whales.
You should go ahead and head over.
Hikaru said that they could hear wailing.
Yes,
The closer we got to the water, I've put a dampener around my cabin.
All right.
So whoever
How
wants
close
to go
is
next.
Warren's apartment comparatively to the water?
There's a map. There's a map. There's a map.
There's a map.
I'm aware there's a map, but I don't know where I am on the map. That's the issue.
You would probably be somewhere around here.
Okay.
The city.
Yeah.
So she's closer to like
You look.
the secret lake
So
kind
it's
of
not.
area. Sorry.
Yeah, it's not far from the lake. but it's also far enough. It's not as close as Moriah's.
And you guys heard, yeah. And did you say Hikaru said the sound was getting louder as they were approaching your place?
As we're getting closer to the water. We have to cross the water to get to my place.
Okay.
It's a good idea to go there.
So far, they aren't crossing the bridge, or they weren't when I went through the one time. I can't see them now, which bothers me.
It's just great.
I'll go next, but I do have some questions I'd like to try to answer about the potentially about the whaling.
And Grant, have you ever been cheated on, or have you ever cheated on somebody?
It's like, what? Like, how literal is this?
I don't.
He's an airful.
Also, as a quick note, I'd like to give a handout to just our chat in Twitch. It's amazing.
Yeah,
big
shout out to Backile for his
Hallelujah or Ready to Malia. Yeah, it's great. Didn't mean to take away from everything. It's praiseworthy.
Glorious chaos.
Why are you this way? Stop it.
What?
Oh,
what?
no. All right.
Oh,
Oh, lovely. Hate it here. Just for
I need to hear. We're gonna have to figure out this story after, but
yeah, that is a number which has a story that I did not prepare for tonight.
Grant,
It's one of those, you roll a d100 to see how bad is bad, and you're just like, oh, that's terrible. All right.
Grant.
It's not a 1, but it's very, very close.
Oh,
So
no.
am I right?
You are correct.
Mm-hmm.
Oh boy.
As Grant, as you're on. Oh, you're not the character I thought this would happen to.
You gonna fuck shit up for me, aren't you?
Yeah, he's gonna fuck shit up on you. I'm so sorry.
Oh,
Grant.
And you all thought you were safer away from my place.
right?
Ooh.
That's what I
As you are getting closer to the water, this whale is starting to infect your soul.
Oh, spicy.
You can feel as all you want to do is to end up in that water.
Oh, this is fitting for this mythos. Gosh dang it. The
Yes,
number
it
of
is.
times he dives in the water to deal with various Grendels and kin. Yes, it happens twice, but considering it's like 3 arcs in the book, that's a fair number.
If I had a nickel for every time I died in the water, it'd be 2 nickels. It's weird that it happened twice, but it happened. Sorry.
I love Phineas and Ferb.
Roll me take a risk.
Well, the worst part is, for investigative purposes, he wanted to see if he could get a little bit closer to the water, or at least talk to like Morai about getting closer. And it's even if he said no, it's like, okay. Oh boy, take a risk, baby. I don't even. So what am I taking a risk for, if I may?
You're trying to dive off the broom into the water as you are flying over it.
I'm attempting to dismount and dive.
Yes.
Freshman dares. It's Frosh Week, everybody.
It's funny, I have very few tags for this specific action.
I feel him let go.
Oh god. We have to see if he does or not.
So when it gets to that point, yeah, I'm gonna.
I'm just gonna say this. Who broke your heart, Grant?
See, the problem is at first he kind of forgot. But it's one of those he buried himself so far into his studies, but that's why he's so into his studies. It's because like, okay, if not, if they're done, the only thing that's left for me is like what I've been studying. So sure, I'll just keep doing that. But anyway, it's just a straight what you said, face danger, you said?
Face danger.
That's for a
Okay.
mild success for those at home.
Morai, you're gonna go toe to toe with Grant here. Keep him on your broom.
I've had to keep drunks on my bike before. I'm gonna face it the same way. Trying to think what I would roll for this. Butt in seat. I don't know. Baggage down, back all the baggage apparently. I can't look at
A
chat.
tag you can add to this is teacher. You are a professor, so you do have seniority over him. You could use that as a tag to basically order him to sit his ass back down.
Yeah.
Use your witchy mom voice.
Basically,
my Fox
yes.
mom voice.
So literally her normal.
It's got to be mixed with the teacher voice, though, and that just creates
Yeah.
the ultimate feeling of dread the second
Yeah.
you hear it.
Her normal.
Like, Grant, sit your ass down.
Okay, roll me the go toe to toe.
5.
Isn't that a miss? Or how many tags are we adding?
That's a miss.
Did you add your power tags?
Did you add your any power tags to that? Or is that a straight roll?
Teach me Yoda, because this is new.
Okay, so different power tags that you have for your mythos or logos that might apply to this. So for Baba Yaga, could be something of like head of a order or type of thing. You could use that to up your score.
Every power tag you can use, you add 1 to your score.
Yes.
The Wizard of Oz.
I'm gonna
Thank you for
steal.
explaining that better.
I'm gonna steal from Rika. I think Artie knows what I'm talking about. Look on Artie's face. She knows, except Fox knows exactly what I'm talking about. What would I call that?
DM what? Because I don't understand.
Stealing
There's
from
a
Rika.
There's a lot of things in Rika you gotta explain.
The tag thing is new for me. Basically butt in seat, which would be a teacher thing.
Yeah.
So I have to roll again.
Yes, please.
Okay.
8.
8 goes to a 9, so it's going to be a mild success.
So basically
Ooh.
enough to keep him there.
It's
Worst
just
case, if I
enough
have
kind
to.
break Grant out of this trance that he's in.
Okay. I say
'Cause-
worst case, I'm gonna grab both of his legs because I'm steering this thing with. I've ridden horses without using reins, and you control with their legs. So that's with your legs. So I'm doing that on the broom, basically.
So
And
there's
I've
the mild
grabbed his
success.
pant legs.
Yeah.
And if he tries again and succeeds, he's basically taking me with him because I'm not letting go. So
Yeah.
I save
I will-
lives, baby.
putting these on your back, Kyle.
I will give you. I will give you that you keep him on the broom to get there.
Oh, that was an obnoxious voice I haven't heard of in a very long time.
Oh no. But everyone is going to have to tie him down. He keeps wanting to go to the water.
I can put him in the basement. They'll have to keep him in the basement.
Yeah, unfortunately, Grant, you're going to keep wanting to go to the water. And for the moment, that's all you're going to want.
I could put my headset and some music on for him too. Will that negate
Would
the
you like
sound?
me to take a tag for that?
Yes, please.
Do we also have a tag for the things which we may
Oh,
not
you
speak?
should. Shoot. What
do you want to call that?
Call that one Smile Man for Garrett, Grant, Hikaru, and Artie. For you, Grant, you get an extra tag of La Llorona,
That's under story tags for
or tracking cards.
tracking.
If I'm understanding correctly.
What you'd want to do is a smile card that is like a 3 or a rank 3 for your tracking card for your smile man. Your
Yep.
La Llorona, you'd want a 2 maybe, considering
4.
that the smile man is going to last for a lot longer. Right. Oh no, right. 4 works as well. My brain is just going for the things of just because 5 and you're out.
Yeah.
6
no,
and
no.
you're dead.
Yeah, this thing, this entity, because whoever broke Grant's heart, Grant is now susceptible to La Llorona.
Fox just figured it out.
No, I thought of something else. Oh, buddies. We're fucked.
Okay.
You can get depending on certain things, you can take off on the tier for things after as things go on, either with time, with a few other factors, and so on and so forth. It can still, and sometimes just by rolling really well, you can subtract 1 off a tier.
Yeah. Okay.
And with
Warren.
this is an actual question because because of the 7 he rolled with the mild success. You said that he would have taken 4.
Yeah.
He should be taking 3 in that case, due to a mild success, meaning you take -1 to however that status. So it goes from
Okay. So yeah, down to down one more.
down to 3 as
Down
opposed
to
to 4.
Okay.
New systems, folks.
Hey yo.
Learning. But yes, Grant, you are still under La Llorona's pull.
But I'm otherwise locked in a basement.
Yes.
Does he have his backpack with him? I would think that if he's being locked in the basement, we would take his backpack from him. But he also needs to not sleep.
I mean, we don't know if there's things which we don't speak the name of on this side of the water.
And the only way out of the basement is through the house. And there might be something in the basement.
Well, now there's Grant in the basement, and whatever else is in the basement as well.
Professor Morai, you head back for Artie and Warren.
Mhm.
Who is going next?
You say anything about this? About what just happened to Grant?
Yeah. I didn't tell Grant what it was or Hikaru, but Hikaru had told me about the whaling, and it was the closer that we got to the water. And then Grant tried to jump off my broom,
What?
and I had to lock him in the basement. So we
Oh
need to get
no.
back because I think Lerona might be involved in this, and Grant is being pulled to the lake. La Llorona.
This is a genuine question. Are we safer closer to the water?
Define safer.
I mean, we'll still come, but I'm just
There are certain protections at my cabin and on my property.
All right.
okay.
Here's
Well,
the
Artie,
question.
you'd have to go first. I have to lock up.
Why?
Because we're all
I was
going
raised
down
on
there to be with
folklore.
everyone else. I kind of need to lock the door.
Oh, right. Sorry. Do you want me to go ahead and take Soren?
No, he's good with me. And
We're
then you
trying
just
to
see
steal the
Soren
cat.
still
Let's
kind
go.
of
All right,
he's
fine.
still catnipped out of his mind. He hands you a niner.
$3 bill, y'all.
This is confusing. All right. Well, I did actually have an idea, DM, for something because I
Okay.
kind of thought of this and I didn't get to really describe it because I wanted to wait till Greg got there. Because of the fact that because of what I run in the school, I had an idea. Can I set out like 4 pieces of paper, draw a hole, put all the supplies into it, and then basically carry it to hold things?
A
And
portable
basically
hole.
make a portable hole?
Yes. Just be warned, if you put a person in there, they will suffocate to death.
Cool. I'm just gonna be like, I'm like, while they're going, I'm like, I have an idea. And I'm just like drawing this like large circle on a piece of paper. I'm going, testing it, making sure it works. And then I'm like putting all of the stuff stacked up and I just like unfold it again, see if it works. Fold it. Yay! I just go.
I see her do this, and I make sure that doesn't open on my broom.
I'll make sure.
Yeah.
Puts it in book. This is exciting. And I go ahead and jump on the broom, go, all right. Now I'm terrified. All right, let's go.
Don't look at chat. Just
Oh
don't
dear
do
God,
it.
no. Oh dear.
No.
It's just summoning Sans to go and look at it. You know that, right?
Mhm.
I hate all of you.
We'll be right back. I'm
Oh
kidding.
my god, I'm good, I'm good.
We all get the bars of death.
So, Artie,
Yes.
I don't remember if you actually messaged me yet. And now I closed Discord because I can't trust Discord anymore.
No.
Has Artie ever been cheated on?
Nope.
I don't imagine that she would be someone
No.
to cheat.
Mm-mm.
Okay.
And I did text you that earlier today.
Yeah. I just
It's all
don't
good.
I don't have access to those notes.
All good.
So, you fly over, you still hear the wailing, but you are not affected.
I don't like that one bit. That is terrifying. Bloody hell. All right.
When she hits the property, because I have the dampener on, I'm assuming that she it's there, but it's dull,
It's less.
not
It sounds like
completely
it's
gone.
a
That's-
very long way.
That's even more terrifying.
That's the dampener.
Lovely home.
Grant needs to stay in the cabin. There's only one way out of the basement, and it's through the house. Being that Grant has a sword
I'll be
that I
leaving him
didn't take from
downstairs.
him, I'm
Oh,
assuming
man.
because he had his backpack.
Hmm.
Hopefully, he's not going to hack a hole in my floor. But
Hmm. I
y'all
might
are going
have
to
a
have to figure it
solution.
out. I've got to go back and get Warren.
All right.
You
So-
see Garrett is actually sitting down against the door to the basement. He's just like,
Careful
just
you
in
don't get
case.
poked in the butt.
Good. Be
If he
careful.
starts with that sword. Might want to put cushions and stuff down.
I might have a solution.
Okay.
Grant,
Why, hello there.
you still want to get out to get to that voice.
Yes.
What are you trying to do?
Step one is clear that the situation is there's a single intended exit.
No.
There are no windows in the basement, correct?
Yeah, the basement is underground.
Fully.
Yes.
Got it.
Which I'm assuming there's no windows.
Concrete.
Yeah, that's why I asked.
I mean,
Yeah.
it's like a
She's
finished,
enforced the basement, and there's her spell books are not down there, but there's witchy stuff down there. There's also like shelves of canned, canning jars and,
It's Myoma's basement.
kind of a bunker.
Everything smells
House.
vaguely of pickled beets.
walls are stone or hardened dirt.
Concrete.
Concrete?
Mhm. She made it so that it's almost, it doesn't get very hot during the summer. It's kind of almost when she bought the property, she did some renovations to stuff. This is before the folklore kicked in. But yeah, like a root cellar. So it keeps things cooler than normal, but you're not going to freeze to death down there.
His
You're
first
not going to
attempt
be
is
able
just
to
going to
hack
be.
your way through it.
Oh no, his first attempt is going to be just to knock on the door and ask to leave.
Professor said that was a bad idea, dude.
Okay. Did she give you a reason that would be a bad idea to?
I would've
Something
told
about
y'all.
you wanting to go in the water and not supposed to be able to?
Yeah.
Isn't that what the lady's all about? She's gonna drown your ass?
I'm not entirely certain which lady you speak.
The one that's been screaming this whole time.
Annoyingly.
I did tell Artie what was going on, so I'm assuming Artie will tell them.
Yeah, because we knew before the end of the last episode that it was La Llorona.
As players, I don't think as characters, though.
I thought Nora. No.
Nora's
Okay.
been in a room all night.
No, we knew as players. I don't believe we knew as characters. The only person that probably would know would be Jessa and Artie, because Artie works in a fucking library.
I was raised on folklore.
Mm-hmm. And she
I'm
probably
basically playing myself.
and she probably also found that while searching for everyone's story second session, so would not be a shock if that was something that was glanced at, if that is okay with the narrator.
It would have been glanced at, but it would have said something about children,
Mm-hmm.
not
I-
people being cheated on or cheaters.
Mm-hmm. That doesn't make sense. She's known for children. She's. You,
I mean,
are you sure, Professor?
'Cause
We're only 19.
I'm gonna go back for Warren. There's
Yep.
books on folklore,
Which shelf?
and she points at the bookshelves. There's bookshelves on one
All
half
of
of the
them.
thing, and then
Is it? Is it? Okay. Is there alphabet?
look for
is there
a water
alphabetizing?
symbol. Look for a water symbol. No, it's not Dewey Decimal. Feel free if you want to, if you get bored, but no.
Garrett, does it not interest you that the things that were chasing us the night before don't want to go near the water?
I don't want to meet either of them, if I'm being totally honest.
Right. I'm just gonna.
Scary screaming lady or creepy nightmare monsters. Yeah, no, I'm staying inside, especially if it's inside supposed to be safe.
All right.
Same
I'm
here.
using.
And why don't you let me go ahead of you and find out what's safe or not safe about the water?
Garrett, just keep him in there, please, as
Because
much
I
as
don't
you
want
can.
you to friggin' die either. Like, fuck, you're my roommate.
Well, and presently my room is the basement.
Can I roll investigate to try to find a book about it? All right.
Absolutely.
Using
And I told her to
librarian.
look for a water symbol, so I head
Yes,
out, go pick up Warren.
success! Why does it have a 4? That doesn't make sense.
Did you check a bunch of things that didn't have
No, I didn't.
things next to it?
No, it just says I have 4, which doesn't make sense. That's weird.
Try
Oh.
clicking the reset button.
It
I'm gonna hit reset.
clicked
and then...
your. It probably selected your.
Yeah,
your
it's okay if
story
I
tag.
re-roll so it's properly, or do we just want
Okay.
to subtract?
Oh, go ahead.
All right. Sorry. Oh, even better. That's 11.
Perfect. And you also went down. Smile
No.
Man.
Oh, I did.
You went down a point on your tracker. That's good.
A point on your tracker.
Oh,
You are
okay.
less smiley now.
Okay.
Warren is always smiley.
How many points are we supposed to have on the tracker?
You, for Smile Man, 3.
Oh no, everything locked up. All right, better.
And just to be clear,
So-
when you say 3, do you mean up to tier 3? Or do you mean 3 points, which would be 2.5?
Tier 3.
It's being difficult with me.
Shit. Brain just died. Okay, so you do find the book. About La Llorona. In it, you read that across history, there have been a couple different versions of La Llorona. But what it always has in common is that the husband cheated on her, and that is why she hurt her children. That is a key part of the story. Whatever is different about this version of her, she's not going after children. She's going after those who have been cheated on or cheated or have cheated.
Grant, I need you to listen to me very carefully. Did you ever cheat on somebody? I need you to answer this honestly. Genuinely. Grant.
Grant freeze. No, okay.
Grant, did you father a child out of state?
Oh dear.
Oh no.
I should admit it was long before my interest in archaeology.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, admittedly, when you're 19, long before it could just be like 5 years ago, so it could be like middle school when something happened. So
I need you to get to the point, darling.
you want the quick to the point.
Yes. Because I'm trying to help save you from dying a drowning death.
Somebody for a moment shared my interest in archaeology.
Mm-hmm.
Then it turned out she was just like all the others, just interested in whoever she thought was popular at the time.
She dated you because you were pretty?
Admittedly, it turned out I was just following her hobby at the time, which only lasted about a month. Nearly planned a trip to Egypt, but fell through.
At 15.
Well, admittedly was interested enough that parents were talking to each other for once or twice. And then she was suddenly interested in the football team and never looked back.
Is he like tearing up as he's talking about this?
Unfortunately, the tears were shed then. Very few remain now.
Well, she didn't ask in character, but she was asking if like he was, because the voice wavered for a minute. I was like, oh no.
I mean, while there might be longer pauses, it's hard to tell if it's emotion or if it's he's read so much sense to kind of try to bury those kind of the thoughts that now they're kind of peeking back out again.
Oh, so you're unearthing the thoughts you buried before.
Yes, archaeology is strange that way. I used archaeology, which is unburying things, to bury that which once should have stayed buried.
As a player, that joke is way too meta.
Oh, yeah.
Used archaeology to explain your archaeology. Yeah.
Issues. She just goes,
So arguably, was it middle school love? Yes.
is there a
Did
way?
it jade me out as a person? Absolutely.
Is there a solution in the book on how to block this out?
No. Yeah, I realized it after I was talking. No. The only thing you can do is survive the night.
Lauren? No. No. This is brain. Grant?
Yes.
You're going to need to stay in there, all right?
But how else am I going to find out how the things are repelled by the water if I stay here all night?
We don't have to worry about that today.
It's night.
We can. We don't have
So I
to worry
strongly
about
recommend
that
you
today.
open the door that I may investigate the water.
We're not going to
No.
do that.
Probably a
Grant?
bad idea, Grant,
Grant.
because she's going to drown you. There isn't an either or thing. You're just going to get drowned.
Cutting
There's nothing to fight.
back to Morai Moore.
Grant is having a fun time. So Warren is going to quickly lock up. I almost used the wrong name. I am tired as well. Warren's locking up and just kind of waiting on the roof for Morai to come back.
I see Warren on the roof with Soren, I'm assuming.
Yes.
I apprise the situation. They're having difficulties with Grant keeping him in the basement.
Oh, well,
So we need to hurry. We need to get back.
yeah, I mean, when he was trying to find doors, he didn't seem to hear her, so maybe that'll help. Let's go.
You're gonna get on the broom and head back. Hold on tight if you're keep your hands and arms inside the arms and legs inside the ride until you get to a full and complete stop.
I always thought flying would be difficult to get a handle on, but this is mostly handle.
Close your eyes if you're afraid of heights. And please don't jump off the broom like Grant tried to.
Why? What's down there?
Warren, roll me to face danger.
I'm going to have to do my boredom killed the cat as well, because I just get bored eventually while being there, which is not good. And that's a weakness tag, by the way, which means I will roll less. Face danger. Yeah!
Warren.
I got a 1, by the way.
We have never seen a fall flat on your ass before.
So
Well, let's do. What do I have to roll to see if I can land perfectly somehow in the grace of everything?
Did he just belly flop into the water?
No, I don't do the water. What cat person would go into the water?
Okay.
Come on.
You jumped off over the water.
A Turkish swimming
jumped out
cat
over
person?
the water.
Oh, I jumped into the water.
Yes.
Yeah.
Not near the water, into the water.
You were above the water when
Into
you
the
jumped, sir.
You're above the water, sir.
So
Okay.
I didn't have any warning enough to grab him.
No.
You just
you
hear
say
yeet.
don't. You. What literally happens is
Neat.
go, don't try to jump into the water. He goes, oh, why? And throws himself off your broom.
Soren stays on the broom, by the way, just kind of watching this entirely unfold.
He's on the
So
bristles.
we'll probably yell at Soren to get him back up here.
Nah,
just looks
man. I can't do that. Here, for your troubles.
Can I
This is
tell?
good for
Can I
today.
tell Soren La Llorona? Would that knock him out?
Unfortunately for
Would Soren
Warren.
know?
Oh, Soren would know.
Also, Soren can't do anything about that.
No, he can't. Because you, like, when you hit the water, it's not La Llorona that's there to greet you.
It's water.
It's a smile man.
Well, hello. Or like what?
As it grabs you.
Hi. Can you put me down? I'd prefer not to be in your arms. Like, can't we just have a pleasant chat?
Cutting back to the rest of the group. As Morai is landing with a Soren and no Warren.
Well,
I would
then.
actually face the danger and turn around and go back. Once he's gone, I would probably go back and try and hover against the water.
You're not gonna let us
Because
know
I
about
can't
that?
hear her. So that's what I think is down there, but I can't hear her.
For anyone who is outside in this moment, you see Morai flying near the cabin as Warren jumps off and falls into the water. And Morai turns around.
I did not want to do this, by the way. I was just curious as to what was down there.
Oh, I know. That's what happens, though.
You should have had me go find out what's in the water, and then Warren would have jumped in the water. See what I mean?
See, Grant, you don't have to worry. Warren's got it. You can sit back down in the basement where you're good. We've got
Well,
somebody
you
on
say
it.
he's in the water, right?
Yeah. He's got it. He's got it. You
Sounds
don't have
like you
to
need
go.
help getting somebody out of the water now.
No, he's got it. He's a good swimmer.
You're
Wait a
sure?
minute. Did Garrett see this?
No.
No.
No,
Sorry
okay.
about that.
I was making sure that was
I don't think that was canon at all.
This is all
No.
non-canonical.
Okay. I was about
Not
to.
So what's your
What
name?
am I? So what am I seeing? I'm assuming he's under the water.
Yes.
I'm under the water.
You see Warren fall under the water. Warren, in reality, a Smile Man has you while he is standing on the water.
Would you like a cup of tea or something? Like we can. I brought mine. Just pulls out a thermos from behind him. It's always tea time.
So they're above the water, and I can see this whole thing. They're not in the water. Okay.
No, you saw him fall into the water.
Okay.
It's an upside down thing.
Mm-hmm. This thing messes with dreams and perceptions.
Oh, we're playing that game now.
But no one knows.
Clicking the buttons. Clicking all the buttons. Because I've got a weird amount of
Because-
buttons I can actually press for this.
Because Warren, what you saw happen was Morai continued to fly on. You don't know she came back.
Man.
Do I understand that this thing is messing with perceptions?
Mm-hmm.
Investigate.
Okay. I'm actually going to keep the
You gotta
tags
put
I have clicked for this because it's literally using my own subversion to feel if there's another subversion going on,
Game
along with
recognizes
question
game.
everything. Yeah, game recognizes game, and that's 13.
You realize this thing does not talk to you. It does not speak. But something's not right.
Hello there. Care to walk into Wonderland with me?
The face just turns.
If not, then put me down. Although I do
Warren,
appreciate
what
you
you-
grabbing me before I fell in the water. I'm not too fond of it myself.
Warren, what you feel is you can't really distinguish the fingers of this thing this close, but you feel as it presses into your shoulder.
Ooh. I'd like to change the game or convince it that it's doing this to me while I'm not actually there.
Change the game.
Change the game?
Yep.
I'm still using my subversion powers for all this.
Correct.
I don't think limitless curiosity is going to work as well. Or I strive to know myself and others, but free thinker should still work. It's an 8.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
I'd like
You
to create
can
a
tell
story
that it's
tag for
doing-
it.
Okay.
Because I have one. Actually, I can do a bunch of these things. That's not good. As a change of the game, with a mild success, I can do 3 things. Theoretically, really, I can do 4 of these 3 things, which means I can do one of them twice.
Pending storyteller.
Pending storyteller, of course. But creating a story tag for I've fallen out of his arms.
Okay.
I'd like to
Is this
and then
before
really reduce any
it marks-
status. This is before it marks me, and if it manages to mark me it's really just if it's trying to mark me, then I can spend the other 3 on reducing that status by a tier per juice. So I can do it 3 times, and I'm currently being watched.
by something much bigger?
by something much bigger than what these smile men are. And the question is, does this thing that's much bigger want to use me as a pawn? Or does it want to let me be used as a pawn by these small fry? That is the query I'm.
It goes to mark you. You see it stop. It drops you. And you wake up back in your bed at home.
That is not what I was expecting to be in the water.
Soren.
Where is
This is when
Soren
we find
at
out
this
Warren
point?
has a waterbed.
No, he's not that 80s.
Oh my word.
As for you guys, Soren back at the house, just like, I, bye.
What?
And he disappears himself.
Evaporates.
Uh,
Great.
what the?
That's still creepy.
I don't like that. What?
I should look up Professor Morai's number in the faculty book. Probably be useful.
I'm heading outside.
So I was over the water in with the broom. Soren disappears off the broom. I go back to the house
Oh, I don't know that. Never mind.
to regroup and figure out what's going on because I don't know where Warren is. I saw him go into the
Correct.
water and that was it.
Yep.
She said back at the house. I got confused. Sorry.
So I
Apartment.
arrived back at the cabin.
Yeah. Professor, I think you missed somebody.
Where's Warren?
I filled him in. Warren decided to dive into the water. Warren decided to dive into the water like it was a dare or something, and then Soren disappeared.
What?
And I'm assuming I get a page from Warren at some point during this story.
I'd like to give a phone call.
See, Grant, I
Or a
told
phone
you it was a
call.
bad idea.
Like if there's literally a phone in
landline
your
in your
It has
house?
one,
Landline, yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, you can find
In
her
the direct-
number like in the yellow pages.
Okay, I thought there might be something
so,
in the
like-
directory for professors.
Yeah, he's
So
a TA.
I'm-
He'd have
That
he'd
would be
have his
office.
professors.
Prepping to
Oh,
go
yeah,
back
it'd be
out
the
and look for
office.
Warren.
That would be the
All right.
office. You would
But
have
no,
to use the
I'll-
yellow pages.
Yellow pages is easy enough then.
20 minutes later. As someone who had to look through
We
the
need that
yellow
little
pages.
sign. We need that digital
I
sign.
know.
Glory, we need that sign. The 20 minutes later.
Well, anyways, there's a phone call. Hi. Did I ever get on your
Where are
broom?
you? Is Soren with you? Where are you?
Yeah, we're back at. I'm at home. I don't look like I ever left.
If
Did
I
you
bring you
did
back
you lose
here,
the door?
can you promise not to jump off again?
No, I'll call a cab.
Not even really safe.
I ran into one of those smile things.
Really?
Yeah.
What
Seemed
did
to
you
let me
what
go.
did you see? Tell me everything.
Well, and I go into as good of detail as I can about the fact it just seemed to kind of leave me alone after it caught me in midair. I mean, I didn't want to jump off the broom, but curiosity, man.
I would
It
expect
is.
that of Soren, not you.
Yeah, no, Soren seems to be more level-headed of the two of us. I don't understand that.
Apparently.
Grant,
Hello.
you be convinced. And
Anyways, I'll
everybody
call a
else,
cab. I'll see you in a few.
everyone else,
Click.
roll me
Please be
a
careful.
D6.
Hey, what?
I'm
Sorry,
gonna give you my pager number too, by the way.
sorry. What was that?
You
Star
have a
Killer?
pager.
Yes.
D6.
Just
A
one
D6?
D6?
Yeah, just one D6. If you're at the cabin currently.
Oh, okay.
So that is Artie.
Oh no.
Oh, natural
Not
6.
Solar and Bison.
I
So
know
Yeah.
Hikaru and me.
So
Wait, do you want a D6 or a convince?
convince for you.
Okay.
Professor Morai.
11.
6.
Emotionally impervious. I love that.
Okay. Yay.
Because coming back, I would be getting on Fox's face. I would probably tell Grant that's not what I thought it was. Warren says it's a smile man, and if you want to know more about the water, I have books on that.
Do you
The
say that?
sixth.
I would say this to Grant.
I mean, through the door with Garrett there.
Yeah.
Minority.
Yeah.
Yeah, everybody's there
Garrett.
except for Warren.
Yeah. Garrett. He's very convincing.
Fucking hell.
It's even though, like, yeah, it makes what he's saying makes sense. Same with you, Artie. Like, you don't want to admit it. It makes sense though.
Admittedly, I can't see
should
the books if
investigate.
I'm in the basement. So you should let me out of the basement so I can see the books.
Oh, I bring the books too.
Okay, serious question though, how much does Garrett actually hear? He has been listening to music this whole time.
I mean, we've been kind of holding a back and forth conversation.
That's
so
true. That's true. I'm just bullshitting.
Yeah, it's kind of
good.
been back and forth.
Of Grant constantly going, "Hey, but you should really just let me out of the basement." And you're just like, "Oh my gosh, if I don't let him out, he won't let me listen to my music at this point." I know it's for his
Yeah,
own good,
it's-
but we're getting to that breaking point.
Yeah, it's more of a he's not letting you listen to music, you're getting annoyed. While for you, Artie, you offer him books. He says he'll come out and just read the books. He's agreeing to that.
I'm also getting annoyed at probably just trying to tell him no constantly.
Yeah.
Meanwhile,
just-
Grant's like, how many times can I rephrase this question?
See, I might know a guy who that's actually how you have to talk to them in order to get anything useful out of them.
No.
Professor E.
Yeah.
So
Oh
it
my
runs
God.
in the family. Garrett is probably just like, oh, fuck. Somebody else hold the door. I'm tired of listening to this. He kind of storms off.
What if I hold the door?
It's a little bit of a tantrum. Being honest, he's kind of just he's reached his emotional battery.
So am I completely convinced that I should let him out? Is there nothing I
At
can roll
least let
against
him read.
this?
Just to let him read.
Just toss in
To
the
let him-
books, close the door again. That'll help him. He can read in there. There should be light, right?
Can I have the reasoning of I'll just let him read in there, not read out here?
Sent you a
Or-
DM, Sans.
That is
It's not.
that is the genuine question right now. I'm trying to because I am compelled to let him out and read, aren't I?
Yes.
Okay.
I mean,
I am making sure. I'm making sure of this, so I know how to. I will
definitely
let you
people are now
read a
just
book.
watching me.
I will let you read a book. You can read. You're not going outside. All right? I will let you out of the basement, but you have to stay in the house. Please?
The terms are better than my present circumstance, but not all that I necessarily require.
opens the door.
And he'll go over to the
hands him a
bookshelves.
books. Can I keep an eye on him?
Yes, but you will have to roll investigate
To see
every
if he's
so
acting the same. Mm-hmm.
correct, to see if he's what's going on actually.
Can I go ahead and roll now? To see?
Yep, you can roll your first time now. And Hikaru just does not care.
That's a fucking 6.
Hikaru would not.
I wouldn't care. Okay.
Because you're just like, let him stay in there.
Yeah, I'm like, let him stay in there. Let him read the books in there. But if
technically-
I notice, I'm going to definitely be keeping an eye out. And if I notice he's getting a little too close to the door, I might just throw some fire to get in his way. Because as of right now, what I'm thinking is
Everything's flammable.
Morai has
Flammable.
Morai has a cauldron, right? A cauldron in the
Yes.
middle, and there's fire. So he's just probably throwing fire onto the wood
In the
that's there.
fireplace. In the
Okay, so
fireplace, there's a
fine. He's
cauldron.
throwing fire into the fireplace, but he's keeping an eye on whatever's going on around the area. But he's just mostly putting more fire into the fireplace.
I just realized, if I don't
Mhm.
make it there before Grant gets out,
Mhm.
I'll have been late a second time.
Oh,
Way to break Warren.
I'm going to get another point of crack if that happens.
I'm not meaning for it to happen, but you just wrote that the cab kicked you out for being annoying. I don't know if you want that to actually be a thing.
Let's high or low. Pick a number. I'm gonna roll a d6.
I
Get 6. You get to decide what that means.
Shit.
You got kicked out of the cab for being
Oh, wonderful. I'm just gonna take that point of crack now.
I mean, I haven't gotten to the lake yet. I just got out of the basement.
annoying. Convince your way out
Yeah,
of
but we know
that.
it's coming. Yeah, it's coming.
You step in.
See if you can convince your way out of that house, Grant.
You don't want to step in.
I mean, realistically, that's not a convince roll. It's a sneak around roll.
True, yeah.
Because
You're right.
at this point, what he's actually trying to do is, especially with all the like people that are thinking they're safe-ish, he's just gonna bore them by kind of looking through books, even like reading, taking notes, just kind of appearing mundane.
Okay.
So
The
he's
minute
like,
the basement
else-
door opened and he came out, I'd be prepping.
this is
Okay.
entirely understandable.
Alrighty.
I'd be Dewey decimaling her bookshelves and having him help me, basically. If he's
Okay.
willing to like help me. It's a good
Oh, I'm more
way
than willing to
keep
help
him
you, or at least
active.
appear to be helping you.
Trying to keep him active.
Mhm.
This is gonna go horribly.
Conveniently, I'm not good at the sneaky thing. I'm absolutely abysmal at the sneaky thing tonight. So
He's very obviously trying to make a break for anyone who's paying attention.
Sorry, all I see is like Grant just sort of like looking up at the door, looking up the door, back down at the book, up at the door, back down at the book. He just
there's a point that
throws
he
the
actually,
door,
like, gets like just stuck, and he just gets like eyes stuck on the door, and already sees his eyes just on the door.
he just
Turns
fucking
his face. Just turns his face to the books.
I hate to be that guy, but do we want to roll investigate to see if they can also catch this?
Technically, somebody can like. I think it's like somebody can actually throw like an MC move at me right now.
Yeah.
What is that
Whatever that
exactly?
means.
That's the cinematic moves,
MC
right?
moves. Nope. MC moves are listed in your MC guide. This is
Going
literally
back.
narrator only stuff.
Oh,
Here are my
Mhm.
notes.
You get to make my life very difficult in the next couple
Yeah.
minutes.
oh no.
That's what this game needs. Is it needs a page for the
Arguably,
MC
we probably
moves.
should have been going off of this a couple of times. Like I think it was whenever you miss, then it actually ends up hitting one of those.
I know.
But I think it's
To be honest, there haven't been a whole lot of misses except for this session. It's been a
True.
lot
Yes.
of mild and great successes.
for my great success. Wait, what?
Hmm?
Can take the status or change their agenda and include. Okay, no, I don't do anything. Wait. Target chooses to take a status. So it's supposed to like identify a status?
One of your things, either La Llorona or the other, can go down.
It'd be nice for La Llorona to go down, but I don't think that makes sense for it to go down. Part of the conversation
Smile
could have
Man.
been like talking about the Smile Man, just like information, but not specifying where it came from.
Mhm.
Go down by one. Why you not go down by one? 1, 2.5 cards.
Okay. Going back
well.
through my notes.
I also just
Okay.
sent you some of what the hard moves,
Thank
and the hard
you.
move is what you do during a scene with action in it.
Yep. I'm so sorry, guys.
We're professionals.
It's
So,
okay.
oh, no, I get to do this instead. Yeah, you don't get to go outside. I'm doing the second one.
Okay.
It's you, as you look around and trying to make it look like you're not interested in the door, you have made it abundantly clear. All you can think about is the door. As Hikaru steps in the way. Just kind of making it very clear that you are not getting out.
Where do you think you're going?
Outside, I mean bookshelf.
No, no outside bookshelves. All books are in here. You can stay here.
But bookshelves are made of outside.
No, they're not outside, they're inside. You stay here.
Yes, but the bookshelves are outside made inside. So the inside's also outside.
No,
And
don't
stack
don't
of
try
books
that.
and put. I put a
not
stack
try
of
that.
books in
Don't-
his hand and tell him to category under D.
It's in the
As
kitchen. More books. All in here.
Morai arrives back and Warren arrives in time
Fantastic.
for the sun to rise. And day 2 has begun.
Fuck, we all have to go to school.
How are we gonna do that?
And Betty's at the apartments.
Yeah, maybe I should have stayed there. Cab driver picked me up for being annoying.
That tracks.
I wish I had a horse.
A horse, my kingdom for a horse.
That's really rude of them to do. Honestly,
As-
everything's weird right now.
Go on. That could be good.
Grant, you are no longer feel La Llorana's pull come away. And Artie, Hikaru, Grant, and Garrett all here. I've got no strings to hold me down, to make me laugh. I had strings, now I'm free. There are no strings on me. And I am cutting. And that is where the curtain is coming down for tonight.
Oh my.
Mental image of it, dawn breaking. Everyone is like holding Grant as he's like slowly walking towards the door, and then it stops. He's like, "Oh, what's for breakfast, guys?" And then the creepy thing.
Fucking hate all of y'all right now. I more specifically fucking hate the Pinocchio shit. That is.
I think
Also,
we might
who
have lost
else?
About to
Sarah.
ask everybody if they wanted a Pop Tart.
I think we
Anyways, thanks for
lost-
coming to see us tonight.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
Thank you.
Oh,
Thank you so much to all my players for agreeing to play this very insane game. Yes, your next thing that you're dealing with is Pinocchio. How have I turned this scary? You'll see next week.
Great one.
Guillermo del Toro's
Thank you to our
Pinocchio.
producer Gloriosa. Thank you to chat. As always, I couldn't read your comments, but I thank you for being here, and thank you to those watching in the future or on YouTube or the VOD. If you watched up to here, you must have liked it, so please hit the bell, subscribe, do all the things to know when anything goes out. We are live how many times a week?
A
five.
lot.
Who knows?
Five?
5 times.
5 times. So yeah. And even with a world as dark as ours is, please be nice to each other. Night, y'all.
Have a good night.
Good night.